Hello LEGO fans, Bricks Unbound here with another update to my Building Hogwarts series. And today's update is about the kitchens of Hogwarts, which is something that never appeared in the films themselves. I had to base it just off of the description from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It's around the time when Hermione has been working on her Society for the Promotion of Elvish Welfare, and has discovered that Dobby and Winky are working in the kitchens and brings Harry and Ron down to take a look. So it was fun to base this just off of the description in the book. So in the book it is described as having a great brick fireplace at the far end of the hall, which you can see is way down there. It is a pretty large one. I use that largest arch piece that exists, or at least that I have, down there. And it also described as having the walls lined with mounds of brass pots and pans. Don't really have a ton of pots and pans, but I do have a bunch of goblets down this wall, and there's room to put some more on this wall as well, which is why I didn't tile that stretch. I wanted to figure out exactly how I wanted to do that. And there are 4 long tables in the kitchens that mirror those in the Great Hall directly above it. So the kitchen is directly underneath the Great Hall, which I did obviously take off for this video. But they are actually exactly stud for stud underneath the tables in the Great Hall. So I was pretty happy I was able to pull that off and still be able to fit in some preparation area, which is what this table at the end is being used for right now. It's roughly underneath where the high table that the teachers sit at in the Great Hall is, but the elves needed somewhere to be working on cooking here. So down at this end we've got kind of our baking area for baked goods. So this elf here is rolling out some dough. I believe that design for rolling pin was in a set somewhere, maybe the Parisian restaurant. I can't remember for sure. But I think it looks pretty good, pulls it off well. Looks like he's making some croissants. There's a couple done on the table, a few more baking back there in the large fireplace. And then on this side, there's some other baked goods that have been completed, as well as storage for some plates and bowls behind this house elf. Moving down along the table, we have an elf who's chopping up some vegetables. Looks like this elf might have wandered off with some that have not been chopped yet. Have another house elf putting some goblets out on the table. And then in the back corner here, looks like there's some kind of stew being made by this house elf. Also have storage on this side for some goods that haven't been cut up yet. Some looks like bananas, apples, fish, carrots. Interesting combination of food there, but I guess I don't know what the house elves are making here. And we'll go ahead and take a couple other angles here. So from above, I did end up tiling this entire room with the exception of this strip over here, which again was for more shelving and little spots where I ran out of tiles. I don't have any more 1x1 dark bluish gray tiles, so I'm going to have to order some of those. I used a fair number of them on other parts of Hogwarts, so I do need to order a lot more. But that's for a whole nother deal. So here's a look down at that table. I'm fairly happy with how the details came out in here. I could probably add some more details to this fireplace itself, but I'm happy with how it looked. You can even fit one of those turkeys in there. But at the moment, the Great Hall is in between feasts up above. These guys are just getting ready to set up the next round of food. They're starting to put some things out on the tables. And I did put a fireplace on this side as well. Very basic fireplace, but I wanted something to fill up that wall, kind of break up just the shelving there. So that's what I went with. Please let me know what you think about the progress on the kitchen here. This was not really my plan on what to do an update on this week. I was originally going to do some more on the entrance courtyard, but then I just made a couple of other adjustments to the exterior of this section. Then I was like, you know what? I feel like kind of doing some interior detail for this update, so that's what I did. And it was fun, as I mentioned, to do something that was left out of the movies, so I could just kind of base it off the book. It was a fun challenge. Speaking of things left out of the movies, if there's other things that you wish would have been kept in the movies from the 4th book specifically, let me know down in the comments. That's probably my favorite book of the series, so It's always fun to see what other people like from it and wish would have appeared. The thing I wish the most would have been kept the same for the movie is definitely the third task in the maze. It was not just a angry shrubbery in the books. The maze had all kinds of magical traps and creatures in it, which was very fun to read about. Anyway, let me know what you think about this build. Please make sure you're coming back for more videos. I'll probably be doing some more exterior details next time. Maybe it will actually be on the entrance courtyard itself. Thank you for watching.